have we been?
Busy.
Really busy.
That's one. I think we say that every time, but
it's always the case.
It's always true.
However, we are now back. We are back at home for at least a month without, events to travel to and stuff, which does mean that our schedule is now open for content to be made again. We really miss commentating Injustice, and what better way to get commentating this game again than to revive the First to 10 series, but with a bang. It's multiple First to 10s every stream, every series will go on YouTube.
While you're saying this, Gun Show is just styling.
I mean, Gun Show is the sickest.
Oh, we missed
Gun
it.
Show is the sickest, right? But we're going to be back and we're going to be doing these First 10s every single week. And we want you guys to suggest matches you want to see. So this first series is going to be Gun Show or Gunny versus Happypow. Gun Show, ridiculously talented Kung Jin player in Mortal Kombat X, actually defeated Sonic Fox a couple of times in tournament as well.
But Gun Show, in MKX he went through Aaron Black, Kano, Kung Jin, and interestingly, it seems like in Injustice 2, whilst he hasn't had a lot of competitive success, it has been almost exclusively Firestorm. And as we know, Firestorm is about to get a lot stronger.
Indeed. First things first, guys, this is not the patch. We're on PS4, and because of E-League, the PS4 does not have the patch just yet. We're going to wait until they're going to wait until the World Finals is over.
At least that's
and
what
then,
we assume.
That's what we assume.
No point patching the World Finals now. But obviously, Happypow being his opponent. First to 10, Happypow, probably one of the most successful European players, qualified for E-League through success and path to Pro, and has done well at various majors through MK and Injustice.
Happypow had a really good showing at E-League. He was able to defeat Emperor Nyx, and his Flash is definitely what you could say is the strongest Flash in Europe without a shadow of a doubt, But Firestorm versus Flash, quite an interesting matchup. Essentially, Flash really wants to get in there and start establishing the crazy mix-ups and the high practical damage, and cross-ups just like that one. Let's go.
Sorts of standing mix-ups that I can imagine are quite stressful to block. However, Gun Show now already backed into the corner. I mean, they've got a lot of games to work with. This is going to be a first to 10, so if you're going to challenge things like that, like those flash trait activations, now is the time. Also, identical shaders. Have you noticed?
I think that's really sick. How they're the
They're
same
like
colour.
teammates.
But I'm going to be honest, we've already seen an adaptation from Gun Show where he's blocking those cross-up forward threes. But that's the blast. He gets a clean jump in. That's going to be the round. Absolutely. He's not got the bar to go in for the air tech, and he's probably not going to use it anyway. Even if he did have it, it's not going to be worth it. Save that bar to kill in the next round.
Speaking of bar though, looking like at least one for Happypow and hasn't quite, and now has his traits. That's going to be a nice 600 damage waiting to happen if he can get it, but obviously you're going to have access to that clash to stop. Oh, instant forward dash in the air. Unfortunately, he didn't get the combo, but instant reversal challenge from Happypow.
That was quite a cute challenge, actually. Normally, you kind of really have to hold that sort of meter burn blast stuff from Firestorm. Some of it is plus on block, and even then the pushback. But right there, the patience from Happypow, even though we caught him right there, that low puddle really forces you to enforce respect. If he's got a bar and he lets it rip, you will eat a full combo. But this has been a great game for Happypow so far.
He's just going nuts with cancels left, right, and centre. Not all of them necessarily plus, but Gun Show showing a lot of respect, just sitting there and blocking all of it, and obviously going to get opened up by the 50-50 eventually, but did have his clash to keep himself alive. Quite starved on meter though. Going to spend one, probably going to take this first life bar, so that's going to be a nice way for him to just collect himself, calm down a little bit. But I mean, I won't say it's impossible territory, but having no meter and his trait, at least he's got trait now as well, I suppose.
Personally, I would look at the meter, and this is the reason I would look at it. He's going to go for the background bounce, he's going to get increased damage. Here comes the back three, misses the back three! But I wonder, is that even going to matter? Yeah, he gets the running man stance.
Is that a chip?
What?
Wait, hang on a minute. That was cross-up. That was a cross-up wake-up. Did Gun Show reverse his wake-up input there?
It's... Alright, so it's like... Maybe he tried to go for some weird cross-up setup. Maybe he expected a wake-up charge. Even though the read might have been on point because the wake-up charge came through, the invincibility of the charge still got that weird autocorrect. However, that's going to be game number 1 for Happypow. We're going to quickly give that a tick. And realistically, this is the kind of matchup that we're going to see. Firestorm has actually got really decent keep away. However, someone like the Flash, who just needs one good jump in to do minimum 50% health into setup, you've got to be really careful. And Gun Show's going to know that, right? He's going to know that. So, Fortress of Solitude, I find this to be quite an interesting stage. Giving the Flash any form of meterless damage is something that you're probably not going to want to do.
But it's just something that Firestorm, he's got a lot of strings with a lot of hit confirm time. If he can find himself in the middle, he can also get those extensions, but obviously it's very situational. And that second match in a row, he's trying to challenge that down one. I think it's almost like deceiving range with that Firestorm. Well, there we go. I think Gun Show may be trying to challenge that time, but that's going to be a clean open up into corner pressure already from Happypow.
Yeah, almost like the down 1-2 into the Speed Force was designed to get him to flinch, get him to press a button, and then you can actually just dash cancel that down 1-2 into full combo like we just saw. But wow, tries to punish. doesn't get much bang for his buck though.
That's going to be a really good tool in this matchup, though, is that meat to burn fire aura. It's actually deceivingly plus on block as well, so it can be used for certain pressure purposes, but there we go. Nice catch!
I like that. I really like that, but there we go. The running man into trait again. This is going to be another full combo, and you can just see, you know, that the damage, even though Firestorm does good damage, the damage compared to Risk is not really going to be in his favor at this range, and that's going to be a problem for Gunshow. I mean, he's going in for those meter burn, those preemptive back threes just to catch him pressing a button, but it doesn't work out.
But there's the patience from Happypow too. He's content sitting here blocking, looking for his time. Gunshow tries to press a button, but it's taking a lot of damage here, and that's going to be a big combo. Opts not to use the Speed Force though. For a setup maybe? I mean, he's still getting a ton of damage.
Goes in for the wake up. That was disgusting. Didn't even need the Speed Force.
I mean, that's terrifying, because normally it's kind of like, yeah, it's fine. If he doesn't go into trait, doesn't go into Speed Force, he's probably not going to hit that hard. And then you're losing that much life anyway into a attempted setup. If it wasn't for that corner escape, Gunshow would have to eat a tricky mix.
But this is going to be really important for Gunshow. Now, if he gets the chance, popping the ability to get health back, the Clash has to be used, but I wonder how much Happypow's going to spend. Now, he's been historically a little bit greedy with his bar, like we did just see there.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't talk about his recent meter usage in terms of
I don't even know what you're talking about. But there's the clean overhead. That's going to be another game. Happypow's going to be up 2-0. And I mean, that's the Flash, right? He gets in that one time. He's going to get massive damage. But also at the same time, Happypow's showing a really good understanding of how to block Firestorm.
I mean, it's just good fundamentals on the side of both of them too, right? You know, adaptations, trying to bait the wake-ups, good meter usage here and there. I mean, one thing Gunshow is he's respecting the running man cancels a lot, which you do from certain things, but not everything gives him pressure. You know, so sometimes you kind of just have to try and get out of there, go for the backdash, go for the down one check, anything you can do to just get yourself out of that situation. Because a character like Flash, the one thing he wants you to do is sit there and block, because he has unreactable overhead, unreactable low, both lead into the crazy damage that we're already seeing. I think Gunshow just needs to try and not put himself in that situation a little bit better.
Definitely. I mean, just it's reasons like this, right? You know, where the second Happypow gets that one good jump, that one good interactable, Firestorm is going to have a little bit of a hard time defending against this. You know, he's this he's got this keep away based character. He's got good range, but there's the restand into more staggers, and Gunshow has not had a chance to get anything started at all.
That's actually 2 for 2 wake-ups that Gunshow has gone. I think almost he's expecting Happypow to respect the flame charge, so he's going for special attacks that aren't actually wake-ups because he wants Happypow to block. You know, going for that wake-up aura. The wake-up aura doesn't have invincibility, but if he's going to sit there and block, you can effectively wake up with plus frames. But Happypow 2 for 2 times has gone around it, but just as I'm talking about this, Gunshow,
nice!
A full life sequence, pops the level 3 trait. One hit here might actually even up, and he gets the throw.
You know, I absolutely loved the grab, but the instant jump won. Happypow expected that jump in to beat the wake up. Now Gunshow, he's going to take this round, but I think he would have much preferred to take that round with a full life bar rather than the damage he just took.
I mean, he still has enough life. I like his option to actually go for the proper wake up that time, because clearly Happypow is, well, that's a wonderful burn.
Clean.
Clearly Happypow is looking to press buttons on his wake up, and that's what wake ups are for. Gunshow is showing him that he can't pressure for free.
Oh, but that's sending a message to Gunshow. Now that's Happypow saying, look, you're going to make sure now that you commit to that meter burn earlier, otherwise he's going to press those buttons. You can slightly delay that low puddle into meter burn for a full combo, and that's why the respect is being shown, but this is a horrendous situation. Happypow, why not spend at least one bar? No, nothing, the read!
I mean, Happypow, I think he's trying to build up that super. I think he's going for swag here, but he might it goes for the anti-air.
And you know what, actually,
chip territory.
That's even better for Gunshow because he didn't get the down one. That was unclashable.
There's also a big statue up there waiting to be used. This is going to be tough for Happypow. There's a big obstacle. And immediately...
Oh, no!
Roll. That's exactly what he needed.
He's dead. He's dead.
Is that going to do enough? No, he drops it! Oh, Gunshow tried to afford 3 while in a Speed Force. That had to have been an input error.
I can only assume that was either a flame charge, because I believe it's a just one of the same inputs with the flame charge.
Regardless,
or maybe a meter burn forward 3 that didn't work.
I'm sure a forward 3 is not what he would have wanted there.
No, definitely not.
Surely not. I mean, that's a heartbreaker for Gunshow, because he went down a full life bar like within seconds, but almost just as quickly even things out. That would have been an amazing game to take to get himself back into this series. Right? Get that game on the board. Go up, go 1-2 to Happypow, but in a game like that where you make a comeback is a great way sort of mentally to go, right, I can do this, I can get myself back in this. But unfortunately now 3-0 down. I mean, he knows he can get it close, but close doesn't matter.
Look, this is a first to 10, right? And Gunshow is an extremely talented NRS player, you know? I mean, we can talk for ages about his accolades in Mortal Kombat, his early success in Injustice, he was showing to be a really, really strong player, and he's been playing Firestorm the entire time. He has what it takes to make a comeback, 100%. However, in a matchup like this, you know, you can only really keep the flash out for so long, and that's an issue that Gunshow has been really having, is that the damage is never in his favor. You know, he's never going to out-damage this character. You have to keep them away, and then eventually, when they finally get in, you just got to guess right?
He's doing a lot of chip damage here, but that's not going to add up if Flash just needs one jump in. Tries to go for the confirm and Gunshow with another wake-up aura. Oh, man gets chewed up by the multi-hitting jump in, and Happypow again has Gunshow's back to the corner. That's not going to quite do it, but it's chip territory.
Goes in for the wake-up shake.
Beautiful.
And he's going to pop the level 3. Now, this level 3 trait, he's going to get those launching overheads. But I feel like...
Oh, he did put the bomb on!
I can only assume he tried to go for it, but that might have been another error. But there is the launching overhead. Very expensive for Happypow to have to spend all of those resources just to stay alive. And Gunshow was temporarily in control. But to be honest, I think Happypow, one hit will do this one.
I mean, Happypow's going to have to watch out. Oof, oh! Beautiful anti-air. Gunshow really has been on point with those.
Yeah, that one special in particular too. You know, don't jump into me, son.
I kind of feel like it's like half preemptive too, right? Because he's almost doing it as Happypow leaves the ground. Because I think he's just reading that kind of jump in, especially that bounce off the environment. But fortunate drop for Gunshow. So now he isn't that much down on life. There's that background bounce near him too if he needs it.
Yeah, he tries to whiff punish the forward 3 with the low puddle. Can't quite get it, but there's the challenge. Again, tries to get it, but a little bit too slow. He's going to guarantee a little bit of health regen here. Happypow trying to catch that whiffed special into mid. Trying again, but here comes the pressure.
Oh, nice challenge from Gunshow, and that uses up the speed force. It's going to be a while before that one comes back. And remember, that is going to be affected by that sort of decaying regeneration from the clashes. So Happypow is going to have to be really careful now.
But Gunshow, he's in a bit of a difficult situation here. You know, one catch into back 3, that's going to be unclashable back 3 into forward 3, whatever, and it will kill him at this health.
Oh, catches it. That actually does a deceiving amount of damage by itself. There's that meter burn. Catches it again. Gunshow chipping him down.
That's huge. He's got the speed force out of the flash for the rest of this game, but can he do something with it?
No, that wasn't going to be it. There's the push block. Try to get that space.
He's got to watch out for super. He's got to watch out. Oh, that's it. Dead. Guaranteed. And there we go. Gunshow going down another game.
I actually feel like that was a really unfortunate stage to get put against the Flash on as Firestorm, because a big part of Firestorm's game is the trip guard flame carpet, right? He wants to get that flame carpet. He wants to react with it, trip guard, go for anti-air attempts, whatever it takes. But especially at that part of the stage, there is so many ways to keep yourself off the ground because the floor is literally lava against Firestorm. And if you're a gadget character, you can just fly all over the place. And Happypow putting it to good use at the end there.
The thing is, I feel like Gunshow is...
Oh, Gunshow with the classic rhubarb and custard shader.
The ketchup mustard shader. But I feel like he's doing a better job of actually fighting back. He evidently had a really hard time with those first 2 games. Sorry, I'm actually recovering from flu, so I might sound awful here. But in the previous 2 games... No, there's been not much health in it. Happypow's just been getting that final read, that final decision, but he's taking a lot of damage in the process. But here's a big difference as well between some of the other Flash players out there and Happypow.
Wait a minute!
Stuff like that! He uses the speed force so consistently in pressure. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but it just opens up for some really weird creativity.
Oh, that's a big punish from Happypow, but opts not to spend the bar next to the damage in Gunshow. That's the kind of combo he's been looking for. There's the confirm. Nice amount of damage. Spends a second bar.
And here we go. Restand. Yep, there's that restand into more pressure. Plus frames off the meter burn, but Firestorm, he's spending all of this meter. And he's only just to build it back. Just run out.
I mean, Firestorm does build meter quite well in this game, and you never have to be too careful spending it, as now it actually has to give the lead. What? That big read! That full screen close flame carpet on the speed force. Playing from his gut at the moment.
But I think it shows a really good understanding of this matchup and a good understanding of the game. Like, his decisions are, you would almost think they're questionable, but they're really smart. Oh, my throat, sorry. I'm recovering from cold and it's terrible.
Flame Cup missing again. I mean, he's got to be careful. If at any point Happypow reads one of those further ranged flame carpets, he is going to just be able to run in and get a free combo. But so far, Gunshow, he's mixed it up just enough that it's not an attractive option to just run in and try and hit him for it.
Yeah, Gunshow is definitely making himself unpredictable. I like the fact that he's getting his damage here and there from little
staggers.
He's getting his damage from little taps, you know, little 2-piece combos, block pressure. I mean, none of this Happypow has actually been able to clash. The amount of meter he's sitting on is meaningless. He's not able to clash and get any of it back. And Gunshow has played this so smart. It's individual hit into individual hit, and now Happypow has a ton of work to do, and he can't do it.
I mean, that was like the definition of Gunshow playing it one move at a time. You know, every single button was calculated, and it was all to stop Happypow from clashing. Because, I mean, there was no way Gunshow would ever win a clash in that game. Like you said, he spent so much bar on that first life bar that every single chip you can take down while you have that life lead is going to make your job of finishing the game off a lot easier. And obviously, if he can clash, that is the game's comeback mechanic. And you give a Clash to someone like the Flash, that extra 20-30% life you got back might be enough. Oh, someone's knocking at the door. I will be right back.
That's a very odd time for someone to knock at the door, but okie dokie. But we'll see what's going on here.
Hello. Sorry, mate, we're in the middle of something.
Begin.
So here we go. 4-1. I mean, like you said, it's just a good understanding of how the game is to be approached. Sorry guys, someone is currently at the door. We're in the living room. This is a very inconvenient time. What is going on?
The guy at the door is saying that we're not working because we're streaming.
Wait, what?
The guy at the door is saying that because we're streaming.
What's going on here? No, you can't. What the fuck? Sorry. Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute my microphone real quick. This is very embarrassing.
I'm a nuclear-powered badass.
So basically, guys, sorry about that. Some dude at the door trying to score a sale for his company. What the hell was that about?
I don't know, but it interrupted the good game. And what's happening?
Man, I'm depressed. But here we go. It's been 2 rounds, and there we go, this last round. Right, well, I actually missed this entire game, so we're trying to get back into this one. Oh, and he drops the conversion.
You familiar with the laws of physics?
I've broken them all, so yeah.
There we go. Super close. I mean, like, this is the turnaround, right, from Gun Show. Really impressive.
This is what it needs. I mean, I've literally missed the whole match. I'm trying to get a gauge of what's happening. Don't show you no clash. Alright, cool. I'm just going to pick up the next game. I'm just going to enjoy this one. Be entertained.
Looks like... Ah, and he gets another one. Happypow has that 5-1 lead.
The Flash.
I mean, that's actually been a quick 6 game. That's been a
Yeah.
significantly fast 6 game. But I guess that's kind of to be expected, right? It's the kind of match the Flash can have. Gun Show, I mean, it's a bit of an uphill battle now, I think, trying to get himself back into it.
Sorry, guys. It was the kind of dude that... The kind of people that knock on a door and they try and get... They're working for, like, some sort of charity or some business and they try and get sales. Mustard's like, we're actually doing... We're doing, like, a stream thing here. And he, for some reason, couldn't believe it. And then he asked to come in and goes, can I see it? And we're like, no, fuck off. Either way, we're done. And that's going to be 5-1. This set could potentially be halfway finished already.
So that flame carpet, getting that first bar away from Flash is so important. Especially if you're something like Firestorm, that you have so much to do with it, but without bar, you're kind of limited, especially on damage, right? You can do as much as you can. You could have cashed out this time too, setting him full screen.
But again, it's going back to the whole idea of Gun Show, where he's now starting, like, his adaptation right there, whiffing that flame carpet to just get that extra bit of meter. Unfortunately, he drops the combo, but to be honest, if you're going to drop the combo this late in the round when you've done so much damage already, it's not going to be the absolute end of the world. And right there, he's not punished too heavily, but there, gets opened up by the Speed Force again. And here comes that restand.
Oh, it blocks it this time. Actually, because that's actually the 3rd time Happypow has gone for that, but also the 3rd time he's actually gone for the overhead too. I think Gun Show really calling that one out.
And there's that wake up. Tries to neutral jump. I think maybe in case he was going to do one of those like different wake up attacks, but unfortunately doesn't quite work out with that blast.
But that can be the strength of mixing up wake ups that aren't really wake ups though, if they have different uses. If you leave the ground trying to beat the charge, you're just going to get hit by the aura. Doesn't have invincibility, but doesn't need it to beat the jump.
Now, Happypow really relishes like sacrificing some of that early or that late damage and getting the restand. But Gun Show with a restand of his own dedicates him for the overhead. Some of those overheads are actually unsafe on block, but the punish timing on them is so oddly specific. It's not always going to be the easiest thing to do. Dedicates into the unsafe kick, but not punished. This At this point, though, it's definitely going to be Gunshow's round to lose.
Yeah, the problem is he is back to the wall, but that's going to be a really important flash. Even though he might take some guaranteed damage here, it's going to get him out of the Speed Force and not take that much. But as always, Happypow not spending the bar, holding on to it. I think Happypow would much prefer to make you lose life on like his own terms, because you're going to lose more from a combo than you are if he denies it. But that decision is going to be unclashable damage in return, and Gunshow taking another game, so that's going to bring it to 5-2. So definitely still in this one, but better to get, well, I suppose 2 games is a little bit easier at this point.
In the first of 10, it can sometimes take you a few games to get going, right? And I think that's just what it comes down to, is the fact that the adaptations, I think Happypow is getting, he's getting a lot of opportunities to do these setups, and it's a lot of restands. You don't see a lot of that come through Flash as consistently, but with Happypow, he's pretty much doing it off every single touch. He's not cashing out the damage. He's making sure he goes for a restand, tries set up for the damage once again. And Gunshow, he's starting to learn those setups.
I don't want to say he's the only Flash player that uses the Speed Force like that, but ultimately it does have a long cooldown. So if you end up cashing out damage early, or you use the Speed Force late before resets, it means you're going to have less opportunity to get those like big, explosive 600, 700 damage combos that we see other Flash players sometimes go for. And Happypow, he knows those and does have those locked and loaded, but that's definitely not the way he always plays for. It's definitely a bit more of a reset-oriented Flash, I think. Nice catch. And Gunshow, look at the life he's done already. You know, it's not huge hits, but it's really making them add up fast.
I mean, it's doing the job, right? He's going for those constant restands. It's all going to be pressure, backdash on anticipation of a button press. Nothing he's really doing here is leaving him at risk. And that's a really big deal, is that it's all going to be pressure, but it's... Oh, there you go, rolling straight through. I don't think that forward 3 was what Gunshow was looking for. But here comes... Oh my god, what was that?
I mean, that's the Flash reset. That's the kind of stuff that Happypow lives for.
And the double running man stance to bait the wake up that didn't come. But the wake up didn't appear, but I like the anticipation. The expectation was there. But
it just goes to show that read is there. Ooh, even back 3, but patience from Happypow. He's trying to make Gunshow hang himself at the moment. Instant forward dash. I actually think Happypow's defense on those instant air dashes has been incredible. I don't think he's been opened up by one of them yet. Ooh, for Gunshow. I mean, that's going to be a good hit. I mean, he can make that cross up, can't he, from standing? So that's a tough one to block.
Now, that's a really, really good adaptation. You know, anti-air down 2. He was a little bit timid to go for that in the first round, but you can see it's always going to work out. There's that clean opening, but he's not using his wager. And I'm not even entirely sure he's going to get the chance to wager now, but it's going down to that being a little bit greedy with bar. He's got to make sure he kills on this sequence.
Oh, that's chip damage, but he's going to have to be careful. Gunshow is going to be regenning here. Trait just about to run out. This is definitely still kill potential for Happypow, or especially if he gets a big jump in like that from full screen.
The thing is, normally in those situations you would look at that clash and go, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yes, he's going to take damage here, but it's less damage than the combo was going to do into a death setup.
Oh, the weight! Preemptive aura, but Happypow. Oh no, that's going to be chip damage. As soon as that little mid punch connected, that was 100% game.
I gotta say, I really like the way he's approaching this. He's not getting opened up as easily. I know that's going to be easier said than done when he's got those true up-close 50-50s, but at the end of the day, I think his defense is really showing to be on point.
Oh, he's looking good. I mean, but this is the kind of Gunshow we were expecting to see. He definitely had a bit of a slower start, but I think that's the essence of the matchup. You know, Happypow does play in a very explosive kind of, I think it's best to say unpredictable fashion with Flash.
One thing we can't ignore...
It can take a little while to kind of adapt to that, especially if you're someone a little bit more calm, like Gunshow can be.
One thing we can't ignore, though, is Happypow not clashing early on. You know, there were situations where he probably should have clashed, give himself that guaranteed life back, reset that situation, but again, he was holding on to that meter, trying to make a comeback with it. He started it, you know, he did open him up one time, but it really is an all-or-nothing decision. When you spend no resources, you don't clash, and then it becomes too late. And in hindsight, it may have been at the start of your round, but that was the only chance to get health back. Ooh! Chasing down the backdash. He's not got a full combo yet. And there, yeah, really important air tech. Had to be done.
Let's even things out a little bit. Give Gunshow all that space behind him. Spends his only bar there, but not a big deal. Space to bring it back, and there's that again, just using that speed. We actually saw him do that a lot at E-League, using the speed force in the neutral just in case Gunshow did something that he can react to from full screen, and that is exactly why he does it. But there's that big, especially if it's going to end the round, because then you've got that sort of little animation in between to use up some of that recharge time, and he's almost got the speed force back already.
Now Gunshow, he's got access to his level 3 trait, but I don't anticipate he's going to use it here. You know, I think he's definitely going to save it. He's going to kill on this touch. We're going to go into our next round. This is when he's going to activate level 3, and he's now going to become so much more lethal for an entire life bar of health to deal with.
I mean, that aura really has been the core of how Gunshow is getting his damage in this matchup. So, you know, I know Firestorm, he's not the kind of character that's just going to explosively, like, you know, open you up with overheads, lows all day, every day. He gets options in his trait, but, you know, really, it's the burst, it's that aura that he's getting so much out of. But hang on a minute. Happypow just deleting his entire life bar.
Yeah, it took him a long time to use that clash. I really think Gunshow was going to bank on blocking the setup correctly or getting a good read on it, but not quite. 25% health, he's going to get it, but against the flash, one more touch and he's going to be out of a game again.
And Happypow's going to be sitting there with that clash as well if he needs it. Oof, jump back. Oh wow, and that might be it. That's that single correction one, but no! 2 bars using the air tech, but gets chased down by Happypow. The patience shining through, and Happypow now goes up 6 games to 3, I believe.
Yep, that's going to be 6-3. Going to give things a bit of a swap around, but it's starting to become back and forth. You know, we definitely didn't expect this series to be one-sided, and now these games, I mean, almost none of these games are dominant wins. It's going to be, you know, at least round 3. It's going to get closer and closer, and that's the nature of first to 10. You know, players get a little bit more comfortable. The way players approach a matchup is likely to be completely different in a first to 10 than in a first to 2 or even a first to 3.
Fighters approaching the Batcave.
I mean, one thing that I think Gunshow has been doing well, though, is just denying Happypow of any and all wake-up options. I can't remember the last time Gunshow actually went in on Happypow when he got a hit. Like, even if he gets the restand, he's not using it for, you know, to cash out with damage or to mix up, because that just isn't the kind of character that Firestorm is. Oh, hang on, there's that wake-up, but no punish! Doing a lot of life gone from Gunshow. Back to the corner on block, but he's got about 500 more health than he probably should have.
What?
Oh my lord,
You know,
he gets away with that.
Oh my god, and he tries to go for a reset. Gunshow is going to be wise to it. That entire sequence was just really strange. Yeah, the empty jump into block, expecting probably a down 1-2 from that. There comes the down 1-2 again, full combo, but without the speed force. Yeah, he drops it, but doesn't matter too much. It's the round anyway, and he's got the speed force going into the next round at least.
Oh, but there's that flame carpet just using only to a charge, but still, that's a lot of life separating them. Pow has some very knees, and there's again that anti-air instant jump forward one. You know, we saw Happypow, he's been doing that for a while, but it really works so well, especially against people that are, I guess, less prone to jumping in with the normal preemptively.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this has been a very dominant win so far for Happypow, and that's going to be the nature of the flash. And someone as aggressive as Happypow, like right there, you know, one good meter burn roll, fresh off the clash, still gets opened up. And the neutral jump to go through the flame charge. Unfortunately for Gunshow, nothing has gone right in this round. He's going to get one anti-air, but I mean, look at how much work he has to do. He's going to get a bunch of the health regen because of this trait. Goes in for the vortex, but yeah, the good block. That's twice now. Happypow's been able to block on that vortex setup.
Oh no, drops the combo though. That could be disastrous. Happypow sitting here with a lot more health than he should have. Oh, there's that challenge, and that's going to be an easy confirm. Doesn't have the bar to go for the attack. That's probably going to be another game on the board. Happypow goes up 7-3.
There you go. Looking really good. That's going to be what happens when you play as aggressively with the flash, as Happypow's able to do. You know, he's going to get that one touch. He's going to pretty much take the entire round on it. You know, he's got that sort of that sequence. One of those characters in this game that can touch you one time and it's just setup after setup after setup. And to be honest, Happypow, he really relishes those restands.
So Nausea with the sub. Thanks very much, man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for your support. Hopefully we can start streaming. I mean, like I said, right, at least once a week we're looking to do these, right? So hopefully at least we can start doing this regularly again.
What I get excited about is multiple sets. You know, this is going to be one of 3 sets that's taking place tonight. So, you know, we're not even a third of the way through yet. Nice check of the running man stance at least.
It is quite crazy just how hard Firestorm has to work for all this, though. I mean, I can only imagine what he's going to look like when that patch hits.
But sometimes you feel like, you know, Firestorm got adjusted maybe because of certain matchups. This doesn't really look like the easiest matchup to deal with. You know, Gunshow, you can keep him at bay, you can pressure him all day, but it's all going to cost resources to do that. And if you're spending resources against Flash going into the next round, you're not going to be able to clash against him, which just opens up so much mix-up potential for Flash players.
That was actually really nice confirm into corner B position, into restand. That was like a best-case scenario confirmed from Gunshow. And that's probably going to be it. Goes for a little bit of optimal meter build. And it's going to get the life bar wonderfully turned around from Gunshow, but he has used all of his bar to do it.
He's going to get one splat. The meatless wake up. I mean, if you got that
That's
much
the first
health,
time he's been able to wake up the whole game.
Potentially, yeah. But this is where I would be worried. Look at the meter. 4 bars versus 1. This is not a good ratio for Firestorm, but Happypow, he's not breaking again. And the grab, he's now 50% health down. If he gets tagged, he's going to have to clash. Why isn't he doing it?
No, he's holding onto the bar. He wants it to turn things around, but he might not even get the chance to.
Happypow, why don't you learn?
I mean,
good sir.
To be honest, that is becoming a consistent problem for Happypow, though, is that meter management, that choosing when to and not to clash.
The thing is, if you're Happypow, right, and you have the creativity, and you've got the execution, and you've got the swag, I mean, I can only assume that Happypow's like, man, but I could think of the setups I could do with this. Think of the swag. Think of the people in chat going, oh my god, that was sick. I've never seen that before. I could do it 4 times with 4 bars of meter. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe I should have clashed.
Well, that's the problem, right? You can go for, you know, I suppose questionable uses of meter and, you know, choosing not to clash sometimes here and there. Because, you know, sometimes it pays off. You know, so some of the best plays we've seen in Injustice 2 competitive have come from seemingly obvious clashes.
Oh, that was so sick!
And that was amazing. But sometimes there just comes a day where you just gotta do it. You know, sometimes the choice is no longer yours to make. You just have to clash, or you're gonna enjoy going back to that character select screen.
He's going to get those plus frames, and I mean, like, Firestorm, he's not lacking in the damage department. Really like Gunshow's pressure. You know, Firestorm, he doesn't have the easiest time up close of actually mixing you up. You know, if you know where to block, if you know where the strings hit, it's all going to be about the pressure.
Oh, what a block.
And that was a really fantastic block, but I don't think that special was intentional, point blank. I don't think that was even remotely what Gunshow wanted to do.
Well, regardless, there's going to be another life bar of Happypow, but he does have the laser behind him. And it's going to be difficult for Happypow to get rid of that. Hang on, maybe not. That's going to be Chip. No, Gunshow. That must have been a mistake. That had to have been.
Again, I
Did
don't
he go for a push block?
He might have gone for a push block then, just got eaten by the string.
Because he tried to push block, like, at the moment of the string that hits 3 times rapidly, so he might have accidentally held forward first and then clashed.
Oh, the wake up Happypow currently refusing to die, but he gets there in the end. Oh my word.
That's going to be it. All that down 1 check too. And the safety, Happypow. Neutral jump on a read, but it's going to come. And there we go, he spends 2 bars to flip out of that before the restag can take place. Has evened up the life somewhat. But Gunshow doesn't have a clash. If Happypow, especially when he's this close to the wall. Oh, there we go, and again the challenge.
It's like he almost did the lightning kicks on block to get Gunshow to press the button, but he hasn't hit confirmed any of this. What is going on?
Oh, gets through, does enough damage at least to may not have hit the combo, but Gunshow's back is out of the corner now, so the laser's not going to be a problem.
The thing, I'd be kind of worried. I mean, yes, Happypow just needs to hit him 1 time, but Gunshow can still win this game.
Oh, that was a nice read, but no, the explosion didn't reach. Well, Happypow must have been just out of the range.
He ran out of the range so fast we didn't even see it. There's that rapid health regen, but he has to be so careful, and that's going to get blocked. What?
I think that was Chip.
It couldn't have been.
It
could not have been Chip.
I'm sure that super does a lot of Chip.
But that much Chip.
He didn't have that much health remaining. You know, a lot of supers in the game do a respectable chunk.
I think he pressed the button. In my humble opinion, I think he pressed the button. 55, I mean, yeah, that was about 50 damage. I don't think it does that much.
No, I honestly think it does. I think it does do that much chip. We don't really see it blocked, right? Because it's one of the easiest moves in the game to react to something from full screen. If it's been done, it's probably going to connect.
Look, if that was chip, that was insane.
Definitely chip. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Well, you're right. You must be right. However, we might be verging the end of this series, folks.
We're nearing it.
Gunshow has a lot of work to do, but he can do it. But he's
Gorilla City, everyone's favourite map, everyone's favourite stage.
To work his buttocks off.
Wow, Gunshow getting so much out of that down 1. It's going so much further than I think Happypow was ready for.
There's a confirm. Big corner damage. Oh,
there's a restand too, into the grab. Happypow, I think, yet to actually take a throw. I think he's willing to just take the throw, to be honest. Because if he gets thrown in the corner, he gets the wake-up option, right? Which is something he doesn't normally get in this matchup.
But, unfortunately, yeah, when you whiff and you don't even get whiff punished, or if you do something on block against someone like Flash, yeah, drops the setup, that's unfortunate.
Loses the trait and a bar, but again, I think Gunshow tried to backdash there and got caught by the overhead. And that's going to be a full corner combo, spends another bar that actually might be enough to take it.
Not very close, but I mean, can he even challenge us? And yeah, the waiting for the backdash. The wake up was going to be really obvious. Happypow probably expected a backdash instead. Just wait it out. Get some meter if you do it on block anyway.
Oh, interesting interactable use there from Happypow. Oh, and there's that corner pressure game from Gunshow.
Going for the blasts. Oof, Happypow hasn't really found his opening just yet, and just look at how much bar Gunshow has been building this whole time. He's spent all of it though, and didn't do a huge amount of damage.
He does have his character power. Oh no! Well, he just gets jumped in on for free from the Wildebeest. Oh, almost got punished for free. Happypow again using that speed force in the neutral, trying to react to something, but was ever so slightly too late. And there's that crouch, confirmed into the background bounce. There's the restand, and again goes to the overhead another time. Every time he goes those cross unders, it's always overhead.
Unfashionable. That's going to do big damage because it's that back three, the trait. He's got to watch out though, because the super gets the overhead, but he can't confirm into anything. He can't allow Happypow to clash.
That's his ship territory. Ooh, just out of range.
Oh no!
He didn't react. That could have been easy.
No! No! Gunshow!
Why didn't Happypow super? That wasn't enough damage.
That was the world's slowest flame charge. I was expecting a
Happypow
super
had like
there.
100 years to react to that. Oh, and he let him clash.
Oh no!
Is that what he was waiting for the whole
no,
time?
no.
Happypow is making everyone clench at the same time.
Well, that's another game down.
Happypow, more like Happy Wow, am I right?
Oh, shut up. Just silence. Enough of this.
That was so sick. I mean, what is it with him doing stuff like that in Flash? He did it at E-League. Do you remember his E-League play?
His thing at
He did the
E-League
exact
was
same
that
thing.
His
He faced
comeback
the wake
against
up.
Nick. His comeback against Nick's at E-League was just next level ridiculous. One of the sickest things I've ever seen.
Now, my favorite thing about that, right, is phasing through a wake up attack and punishing it. He has tried that at least like 7 or 8 times, and it's not worked. But the one time it does work, it's like, oh, it's so smart, it's so clever. It's enough to just undo all of the failures. Like it can not work 8 times, work once, and that's it. That's all it needs.
I feel like that's what Happypow lives for, though, to be honest with you. But this could be our last game. Gunshow, he has to make a constant 6-game comeback to stay in the series. But that's a good start. That unblockable. Enjoy it while you can, I suppose, though, because I mean, that patch is making the unblockables mid.
And use them while you can. Ooh, backdash though from Happypow, showing that they are not guaranteed all the time. Oh, and that close flame carpet again.
I feel like those constant backdashes, though, it is kind of making Happypow kind of like have to second guess how he wants to approach on Wake Up, and how he wants to rush down. And wow, does manage to go through the flame carpet. You don't see that every day. But this is where you don't want to be, those 50-50s. You know, it may look like sometimes, wow, Gunshow, he keeps getting opened up, but at the end of the day, it's overhead or low. You have to guess when he's point blank.
There's overhead again, Gunshow just getting tagged. Oh, ever so slightly falls out of the background bounce though. There's that stagger game again, Gunshow doing so much damage with that. And Gunshow's looking strong, he's down 9-4, but I'm going to say it's impossible, but his room for error has just vanished. Oh, and there's another reaction. That was a big mistake of Gunshow to throw that fireball. This could be a full combo into mix-up.
Oh, mix!
Match point for Happypow.
Match point indeed. I actually didn't expect this result. I thought it was going to be a lot closer so far. I mean, obviously not to count out Gunshow,
It's not
but
been extremely one-sided, and clearly it looks quite difficult.
Oh, yeah. I think
for
so.
Firestorm to deal with. Like, I think it's the damage output. You know, we're seeing Gunshow just constantly trying to chip Happypow down bit by bit, but he just isn't holding a candle to the massive damage.
Oh! And the reset! He's not done! He's hungry for more!
But he's not going to get it. Oof! There's that quick, very late anti-air, but it's going to catch the crossover. Oof. Gunshow again. This is the damage. He can still take this one for sure, but he has to be so careful. Backed to the wall in that background bounce. If Happypow can hit anything, it's probably going to be it.
Now he's got to be careful. The speed force. Oh no! Gets opened up and there's the clash. No choice.
It's going to reset the cooldown of the speed force though, so it's going to put it right back to, well, not being ready whatsoever. So Gunshow has a little bit of time to breathe, but again, oh, he's looking at that running man stance. Happypow wants to finish this off now. He doesn't want to wait.
Oh no!
That's not going to do enough. That's not going to do enough.
But he's going to get a
he
setup.
drops it.
Crucial block on the overhead, but he can't allow Happypow to get in one time. He cannot be within 50-50 range. And there's the carpet. He gets another game. Still in it, but my days, is he working hard?
He's looking through. Well, I mean, this just isn't a matchup we get to see every day, right? I think a big part of that is, I mean, I think I can count the amount of competitive Firestorm players I've seen on one hand since the game came out.
Hey man, Gunshow is doing an
But he's one of them. He's always been one of them.
He's doing, I mean, since day one, actually. I remember when Injustice came out and people were getting it from mum and dad's stores.
Was it Toryukin? What was that Canadian tournament that happened right near launch? I'm sure it was Toryukin.
It could have been, actually. My memory actually fails me quite quickly.
Did he get second? I'm sure he got second in that tournament.
Begin.
It might have been Bio and Honeybee, both in grand finals that tournament.
I
Guncho did.
mean, he got far. I know he definitely got far. Obviously, that was a long time ago now, but it does mean that he's been playing Firestorm all the way from then to now, at least.
Oh, yeah. And just to remind you guys, this is the unpatched version. This is the PS4 version, which hasn't got the update yet. So, the second Guncho gets access to those hot, no pun intended, new Firestorm buffs. I would be very worried indeed. Yes, indeed. There's that running man being used just to get there. I mean, look at the amount of bar that Happypow is using just in the neutral because of just the sheer amount of things he is doing. There's that restand again. Dash up. Oh, wow! Reversal. No fear. Cancelling those running man stances. He's watching out for a button press. He's trying to bait something, but there, the speed force into the low again. Here comes a full combo at Happypow. He's not going to get the round on this, but he's going to be very close. And there's another low. Match point for Happypow. It's just a fake out. Happypow is playing at like 500 miles an hour. Going in your face, meter burn, back three, dash cancelling it, going for a 50-50 on wake up. Like, he's doing everything to just make Guncho never want to wake up attack. There's that crouch under. That's why you don't see a lot of those projectiles being used.
Dear.
You don't see a lot of these projectiles get used because it is so easy for Flash to just go underneath them. Firestorm's not going to be able to zone him out here, and yeah, doesn't even go in for the meter burn. He's trying to save every ounce of his meter.
That was a nice reaction with punish with a down one as well. Beautiful stuff. And that's a full combo as well off a down one if you can convert it the right way. Still going to be match point for Happypow. Guncho significantly down on life and meter. This is going to be tough.
But there's that fake out. He's not going to meter burn that low every time.
Super. Guncho has to be so careful now. Yeah. This might.
Oh, it's so risky going for that. Tries to go for the low puddle, doesn't get it.
But the longer Happypow holds on to this super, the longer he's gonna lose all his health.
Here comes the unclashable.
I mean, he's not even gonna bother. This is Happypow. He's looking to react with the super.
But that's telling Guncho that Happypow's looking for super.
Now he's regenerating life. It might not kill him anymore. He's getting chipped down.
The speed force.
He can't press anything.
Oh no!
He did.
Happypow. Why? Why not just forward three or back three?
He might have expected the flip out. Maybe.
I can only assume.
He needs to use some of this. Happypow can't hold it. Oh my god, he is!
Greedy bastard!
He's still holding on. This is a slide.
Ah!
No, that's not going to kill. That's...
No!
Oh.
You greedy! Greedy!
What was that pterodactyl shriek? I'm like sitting right
Greedy!
Can you like not do that?
Greedy man! Greedy man.
Good lord. That was a pretty good game, to be honest. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that match was alright.
He took the game and he put it in a little shopping bag. He wrapped up, he put a little ribbon on it, and he went, "Happy early Merry Christmas, Guncho. Here is the win. My gift to you."
Oh, does that make Happypow? No, let's go somewhere with that. Let's move on.
Okay. Now. There's the whip punish.
More like speed. Happy wow, am I right?
More like, wow, this guy's greedy with Flash.
More like, please Clash, please, for the love of God, Clash at least once in this first to 10.
Pow.
And spend money. Spend meter. Pow.
Well. Ooh. No, a clean punish though. Probably wasn't ready for that. Oh, and yeah, standing one. Shouts to MK9. Ooh. There's the back three.
Oh, but no, misses the restand, but still gets a lot of damage for it anyway.
Happypow is clearly trying to end this series in style. He's trying to go, I'm going to put a big fat exclamation point on the end of this.
But if he keeps this up, the style it will end in is Guncho going, oh, what a comeback that was I just made on you.
Exactly. But there's the repositioning. He's going to have Happypow near the corner. Oh, and there's the early level 3. He is messing around, not at all. Here we go.
Oh, but another block went the same side. Happypow knows that block. Oh, the Guncho tries to jump out. Happypow had 100 different ways of getting down, but misses the combo. And that's going to be a return. Guncho left with like the skin of his teeth. He is alive.
Happypow's got 4 bars though. I wonder if he'll clash in this game. Oh. Oh!
There's that crouch under, but only gets a down one for it.
He's got the launch. And okay, there we go.
But he might not spend anything.
I know, just because he clashed doesn't mean he's going to spend meter. Oh, okay. No more games. No more games. It's time to win.
I think Happypow should not clash Happypow. Still not clashing Happypow.
Alright, match point for Happypow. But,
oh, that's going to be a nice chunk of damage, especially with no clash left. Oh, background bounce as well.
They're all pressing buttons, trying to jump out.
It is Flash. This goes in. And there it is, gets the mix up again. That's going to be a full combo.
The restand. Oh, the walk back and the whip punish. That was so disgustingly clean.
There's the flip out. Had no choice. Oh, good. Whiff punish from Happypow. Happypow very much still alive. Background mounts. Yeah.
Don't count this guy out.
Oh, nice. Confirm.
Overhead! No speed force.
No force. Raw force.
Broken them all.
No force. Just force.
Not doing bad. I mean, Happypow, he is still technically match point, even though he's down on life. 1 bar is all he needs. Any hit could be it. Oh, no. Down one's going to do it.
Ooh, oh, the crosser! That was disgusting. Gunshow is climbing his way back up. 7 games to 9 right now.
He's not doing bad.
This is every bit what I was expecting. But the thing is, as we go to the final game, we could go, further and further and further.
Firestorm.
If you're Happypow in this situation,
You had the win.
twice.
Multiple
Approaching
times.
Brainiacs.
Probably actually more than twice. And it was his decision to go, you know what? I'm going to swag it up. I'm going to go for something sick here and end it on a high. It's kind of like slipped through his fingers right now.
No, the match is escaping him every single round that goes by. But I mean, clearly, this isn't the most serious game in the world. It's
Oh, of course.
It's just a casual first to 10.
These first attempts are for your entertainment, and I'm pretty sure we're all entertained right
if
now.
anything, Happypow is doing the right thing because he's giving us more games.
Thank you, Happypow, the god.
Still though, Guncho. He's managed to stabilize this series. It was definitely escaping him quite substantially.
I mean, and he's playing super clean. So much damage has been dealt, but it really isn't through substantial hits and substantial combos. It is chipping away. It's individual hit here and there. Happypow, he's not going to go for an air escape here. He's going to need it to try and make a comeback.
Oh, that's a raw overhead. I don't know if that was a read on the cancel or what, but Gunshow looking really strong now with a severe lead. And looking to make it 9-8. He is so close to bringing this one back. And there's that close carpet. Gunshow is he's playing 1 step ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Happypow, he's getting a little bit too predictable here right now. I mean, he really is just trying to sort of like rush the finish. He's trying to end this as quickly as possible, but yeah, those down ones. I mean, like, a lot of these are being buffered by Gunshow. If he goes in for a running man stance, he'll be vulnerable to being hit. So Gunshow, he's just buffering these normals on anticipation of Flash getting close enough.
Oh, didn't have the speed force, went for the tricky stuff to try and maximize his damage, but there's that drop. And Happypow very much playing from behind now, but that's going to be another drop. That could have been the life bar.
He tried to do down 1-2, but only got a down 2. Unfortunate.
He gets the life bar, but corners himself in the process, and that is not what we want to do when he worked so hard to get Gunshow there in the first place. And there's that flip out, but now if he clashes, he might need to. He might need to take a hit to try and clash, but can he even afford to do that at this health? And Gunshow with the patience. Go for push block? No. Gunshow not even trying to push block with his last bar to get out the speed force. He's confident in his blocks.
Counter poke. Even though he did press the button, unfortunately, it was incorrect. Gunshow, now he's the one that's not clashing, but there's the trip guard. He waits for it. It's going to be 8 games to 9.
Wins.
This is pretty close right now. We could be going down to a final game.
We might be, but still, we might end it prematurely at 10-8 instead, but we have to wait and see. Ultimately, Happypow, he's had this set so many times. If it weren't for the I don't want to say unnecessary swag, because all swag is necessary in the eye of the beholder.
In a first to 10 where there is no prize and it's just for entertainment, swag is the ultimate. The absolute, the be-all end-all. Happypow featured in one of our Mortal Kombat X first to 10s.
He did.
And it was by far a fan favourite. That nimble reptile was one of the most disgusting things we'd ever seen in Mortal Kombat. Ever. Period. The end.
And there's a reset again. That was 3 opportunities for huge damage. 4 opportunities. 5 opportunities for huge damage Happypow has had. Yet still, here Gunny is with over half of his first life bar still remaining. It's a lot of missed confirms from Happypow. Forward to armor break. And just like that, Gunshow might be able to even up the life with 1 hit. Oh, but there's that corner escape.
Oh, instant jump 1. There's the combo. Tries to armor, but the speed force is going to allow him to combo again. Tries to go for the jump 1. I'm assuming that was a repositioning attempt to do instant jump 1, string into background bounce. Unfortunately, though, the jump 1 whiffed, but there's the meter burn roll. No hit confirm again.
That's going to be a punish. Happypow brought onto match point again, but I mean, for how long? Quite easily slip away if he doesn't keep a lid on Gunshow. Gunshow slowly trying to fight his way out of this wall. Backs himself towards it again. He has a lot of space.
That is
kind of at the moment.
That's still going to be a decent result for Happypow getting the bar out of Gunshow, but as long as he's blocking all of this pressure, he's going to be giving him the meter back. And the second he gets that bar, he's going to get pressure, he's going to get meter build, he's going to get staggers. Speed Force mix-ups again, and a really good clash. Get the Speed Force out of Happypow. The second the round begins, he hasn't got to worry about it now for a decent amount of time.
No bar spent either. Happypow very unlikely to spend anything there. Could have taken some guaranteed damage, but I mean, you know what he's like. He's definitely going to want to save that for damage, especially early in that second life bar. Oh, and there we go. Was that a trip guard as well? I don't believe you can block as soon as you hit the ground on that. Still though, Happypow rapidly losing life. Still has a clash of his own, but we've seen Guncho is not making it easy to clash. Oh, that could be huge. He's going to have the background too. There you go. Optimization from Happypow.
Oh.
Beautiful.
The delay! And no clash. No clash allowed. Happypow's in big trouble. He just has to try and make something happen, but the meteor burn chips him out.
He actually could have jumped in on the read of that meteor burn and got a full jump in. It's not a block string because Guncho didn't do it immediately. Like if you, and I could be wrong here. I know. Correct me in chat if I'm wrong. But I believe if he goes for flame carpet and meteor burns immediately, I don't think there's a gap.
Oh no! I wonder, is the stream still live?
Firestorm.
Let me just confirm. Make sure it's still going. Alright, good. Sorry. I was really worried. I saw RIP in the chat and I realised that my XSplit said viewers 0. I was worried that we'd lost the final game, but we don't! We're still here. Let's go. Last game.
There's no gap. So there is no gap at all.
Oh, well.
Oh boy. Well, in that case, that guaranteed chip death.
Really smart. Now he uses the Speed Force instantly, and there's the empty jump. Empty jump low because of the overheads, but again, Happypow not hit confirming these strings that could land so much damage, and another drop on the down one too.
Will Happypow's greed be his biggest enemy? It might lose him this first to 10, but he has a massive life lead. The Guncho has him there. There's the stagger again. Happypow disrespecting the plus frames. Oh, he's kicking the PS4.
Oops. I mean, like, oh no! The throw read! That's going to be another full combo! Guncho with the extra restand and a guaranteed chip. This is going to be the final round for Guncho. But Happypow with 3 bars of meter. Wow! That didn't work out at all!
There we go. Jumps out clean. Now this is bad for Guncho. If Happypow gets a big hit, a jump in clean is going to be a perfect way. And that's going to be match point for both Guncho and Happypow. Guncho is in the process of making an incredible batch comeback.
He's going to get the whiff on that overhead string, but it's not enough. He's going to get those meter burn blasts for plus frames for days. Happypow with all this bar. Will he be greedy? Is Guncho going to go unclashable? No. Early clash.
Smart.
No more messing around. It's time to win.
I predict 2 bars. No, just 1. Holding on to as much as possible. Go for that maximum damage potential. He does have Speed Force.
Happypow's lost game after game by the end of the series. He just needs to win one more life bomb with the delayed frames! That was insane!
Actually looked like Guncho tried to combo off that. Isn't quite in range for the back 3. A clean jump in. Guncho, he clashes, but this is going to be guaranteed damage. Happypow. I mean, does he even take it? Is this the final time? He spends nothing, or does he hurt him? He's thinking about it.
Surely, yeah, he's gonna make it do more damage. And now with the 2 bars spent, 1 more tag is gonna be all he needs. But here comes the zoning into level 3. He's gonna get health back, but 1 meter, oh no, hit confirm. Happypow may lose on that.
This is close. There we go. Tries to place lightning kick. That's not be enough. Gets the air tech out. Happypow's still alive. That low carpet. 1 misplaced carpet could be the end of this. Block on the overhead. Oh, that could be it. No, doesn't get a combo.
No hit confirm again. What is going on? Why won't he end it? He ends it at the last minute. And finally,
No. Happypow. Not like this. Oh.
No!
Happypow, what are you doing?
What is this shit?
Oh my lord, Happypow. What did you do? Guncho with that amazing whiff punish to... Oh my lord. Finish things off 10-9 with a pix of life left in it. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back.
How do you begin? How do you? Serious question. How do
He just had to press a button, man.
How do you begin? I'm gonna quickly put the game feed back up here. I just realised it wasn't on the screen. How does a round end like that? In such a manner.
I want to know what Happypow is doing right now. Because I think he's sitting in his chair. He's a chill guy.
But he knows. He knows.
He's a chill guy.
He knows what he did.
But he's going to be 100% aware that he had 99% chance at winning that round as soon as he got that last hit. But it was the 1% chance that failed him this day.
Guncho is the 1% in this confrontation. I think that's the lesson to be learned today. Is Gun Show is the 1%.
Oh my lord. I mean, well played. That was an amazing start.
Round of applause, boys. Round of applause, boys.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
There's no topping that. The stream is over. See you later, boys. But
It's not over.
we're not over. We have another first to 10 to get into right now. But I mean.